Hello all, welcome to SMA channel and in this video we are going to see about what is mean by nested functions. So in the last class we saw about what is functions and what is the syntax for writing functions in Python. So in this class we are going to see about how to write nested functions. So first of all, what is mean by nested functions? So nested functions means a function inside a function. So suppose, just imagine if you are watching a movie through television, and if you saw another television inside that movie, it's like a television inside television. In that way, you can imagine. Functions means a function inside another function. So let's see how to write nested functions, and this is the syntax for writing nested functions. So the first step is we need to define the first functions. So that is def. Def is defining a function and then space and then outer, then open close parenthesis, then colon. So this is the way we have to name the function, and the name of the function here is outer. So I'm making a name called as outer to this outer function. So inside that function, to see what it does, I'm just printing the number 5 here. So the next step is you have to press enter and it will come here. Same way, the syntax for writing a function, we need to write inside that indentation. You have to write another function, and I am writing def space inner open and close parenthesis then colon. So this way I am defining the inner function, and this is called as nested functions. So this the name of this one is inner, and to see what it does I am just printing the number 4. So as we all know, to run the functions we need to call those functions. So where to call? So to call this inner functions, you have to call under the main outer functions. So it's like under this indentation, straight to this. You have to write inner, open and close parenthesis, so that this function will be called when you go to this one. So as soon as just forget this. If we write a function in normal ways, we will be calling in the last line. So I'm just calling the outer function here. So outer open and close parenthesis. So this way I'm calling, and after calling what will happen is, so this function call is given here. After this call, the the function will go here, the cursor will go here, and it will check whether this is the function. Yeah, this is the function and the name are same, so it will enter this function. So how it will be able to enter? Through this function call. So that's why we are giving this. So after this call it will be able to enter this function. So after this line it will just print 5 first. So if you can see in the output we have 5 here, but not 4. So it will just print this line and then come here. So and then come this line and then this line. Then it won't go to these two lines because, so this is a key what I've told in the last class itself. A call must be given to enter inside a function. So it will skip these two lines and it will enter this one. So the cursor is here, then it will come to here. So there is no function call for this before these lines. So it will skip these two lines and then it will come to this inner open and close parenthesis, this nested function call. So after the call has been given here, it will be able to enter this. So after entering, it will just print 4. That's what we got in the output. That is 5 and 4. So the next thing we are going to see here is changing variables inside a nested functions and taking global variables in the absence of variables inside a function. So I'll tell you what is all these things. So first of all, let's define A. a is equal to 10, and we are giving an assignment statement. We are assigning the variable a the value 10. The next step is we are defining the same outer and inner function. Define outer. Inside that I am printing the variable a. I am not defining any variable inside this function. Nothing has been given as a input value. So something we have in outer the function, that is this is the overall function, and we have something a, and this is called as a global variable. So it can be used anywhere. And then I'm defining a nested function called as inner. The name is inner, and then I'm printing a here also. And then we have to call inside this outer function. We are giving a call for this inner function within the outer function. So this is a syntax you have to give. And then finally I'm calling the outer function. Let's run this. Shift enter you can give, or also you can run here. So if you see here, I have two print statements. One is here and the next one is here. As we have seen above, outer function, when the call was given, it will go here, then print a. The value of a is 10. After that, define inner and then print a. It will print the another print statement, because sorry, it will skip this and the call was given here. After this call it will enter here the inner function, and then it will print a, and then nothing is given. So two print statement, two tens we have. So this is the value here. This is what I have given here, taking global variables. So this a is the global variable in the absence of variables inside a function. So I don't have any variables inside this function. So I am using this global variable. Suppose there is something called as changing variables inside a nested function. So how can we change the variables? So let me write a is equal to 12. So can we change this? Yeah, let's see whether what is the output. Yeah, we are able to change because Python works in this way. It is a dynamic programming. So a is equal to 10 and we are assigning a is equal to 12 inside this function. So just remember this, guys. Python will take the recent values, recent or updated values. So first, if you see, the value of a is 10, but it will just skip this and then it will come here. There is a function call, then it will go inside this. So till this line, the value of a is 10. But after this line, we have assigned a is equal to 12. So a will be updated or changed. So the changing the variables inside a nested function. So this way we are changing the variables. These are all the two things. And the next thing is, so defining outer function, the same one, a is equal to 100 and then print a, define inner function. So the same variable which is defined under outer function can also be used for inner. Okay. The variable which you have defined inside this function can be used under this also. So can we print it outside the function? So this is the whole block of code of the function. So if we print a value which is given inside a function, will we be able to print that? So let's check it over. Yeah, we cannot print. That's what it's saying. Name AA is not defined. So why it's not defined? We just defined it here like AA is equal to 100. But we are not able to print outside the function. So for that we have to give it as a non-local. Non-local means it can be accessed outside. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share and subscribe SMA. Thank you.